Hey, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, TGIF. Welcome, another beautiful day. Didn't catch the sunrise this morning. Actually slept in. Shh, don't tell anybody. Slept in until about 5:36. Didn't make it to the sunrise. Good reason to. Hope you're doing well. Good morning from a undisclosed location. I'll share that with you in a moment. Hope you're doing well. Happy day. Of course, I'm at the beach though, right? I actually haven't done the daily dose on the beach in a while. 8 o'clock usually I'm in work mode and a little bit sidetracked, but in a really, really great way. So good morning to you. This is the Daily Dose, episode number, 54? Episode number 54. Got my little book with me on a beautiful beach. Some of you may even recognize it. There's a pier back there. So anyway, perfect timing. That's what we're going to talk about this morning. And why I wanted to share that with you, got inspired because the other day my wife said, hey, she's a healthcare provider, and they said there's hotels, certain hotels that are giving basically any healthcare providers, healthcare workers, nurses, my wife's a nurse practitioner, basically a free stay. You can go stay somewhere for free, and I don't know all the details, but all I know is she planned it out. It was pretty awesome. And she said, hey, yesterday, we're going to take a little drive south, and we're going to stay overnight and have a little night out. And of course we didn't get away from the beach, because if you know us at all, you know we love the beach, whether it's where we live in our backyard or Costa Rica. That's another favorite of ours. I love that place, by the way. And we typically go once a year. Obviously, we're not traveling there now. I don't think anybody can travel to Costa Rica right now. But I want to share with you about perfect timing, because while this is a really busy week, started the 21-day challenge. If you haven't seen that yet, if you're looking for a challenge for yourself to get yourself on a healthier path, I have a 21-day challenge. Go check that out. By the way, my name is Mark Avens, if you saw in the title there, but also I am an online coach, and I help typically busy moms and dads over 40 who are looking to lose weight without long workouts and impossible diets. And I know that right now, a lot of people that aren't just 40, under 40, over 40, are struggling. So that 21-day challenge, it's a free challenge. If you want to upgrade with the meal plans and all that stuff, that's an option too. Go check that out. But let's talk about perfect timing. As you can already know, if you've been following me any period of time, you know I'm an online health and fitness coach, and you can learn more about me. You can send me a private message, so forth. But right now, we're at the beach. My wife's getting ready. We're going to go down. There's actually some really nice waves out there. I'm going to catch some waves this morning, enjoy myself. But it was really hard to get away because I was really, really busy. Got a lot of coaching clients. I got the 21-day challenge started, and it really wasn't the best timing, but I'm so appreciative of my wife for doing it, because we needed to. We got on the road, headed south, took the top down the Jeep. It was awesome. It was awesome. And, I'll tell you, this message, if everything in your life, let me just say this, if everything in your life just kind of fell into place, like everything, perfect timing, you got the grades, you went to the school, you got the perfect job, you made the perfect income, you started the perfect family, you have the perfect house, you're in the best perfect relationships, all those things. If that's the case, this message is totally not for you. Totally not for you. Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to say good morning here. Wendy, good morning to you. Christina, good morning. Seth, good morning. What's up, man? Yes, waves, Seth. I think we were talking about this yesterday. You mentioned that. Dude, the waves, I'm going to, as soon as I get off here, I'm throwing in my board shorts and I'm paddling out. It looks really, really nice right now. Offshore winds, not real big, maybe 2 to 4 foot. Anyway, getting sidetracked. So if things just fell into place for you, this message isn't for you, because they sure the hell haven't fell into place for me. And I want to share with you 2 of those stories of really kind of the moments that were the most imperfect are honestly, when I look back on them now, they were the perfect things. And maybe right now you're thinking to yourself, this coronavirus, this lockdown couldn't have happened at a worse possible time. It couldn't have happened in the worst possible time. Everything is going well, got the kids at school, got the job working, blah, 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 blah. And then everything got locked down, and then everything got stopped, and oh my gosh, just kind of everything fell apart. And I would just say to you, as I look back on 2 specific moments in my life, 2 specific moments, I'm going to share those with you, that I was in sort of that predicament, if you will, or in that mindset. But then I look back now and I was like, holy cow, they were the absolute most perfect time. It actually happened in the most perfect time. And the first one was when I graduated college. I was dating a girl, and I was like, all right, I'm going to graduate. I'm going to travel, maybe with her or without, whatever. But I'm going to go travel, go, Colorado, California, whatever. And she got into school, this girl I was dating at the time, in New York. And I was like, I sure the heck don't want to move back to New York. And New York City wasn't even a thought either. But guess who moved to New York City? That was the young and dumb. So of course, that was not in the plans. It was really not good timing. But here's the worst part of it, is literally 4 months into, it took forever. And I blew a lot of money on credit cards. It was awful. I just graduated, but I didn't have any money. I wasn't making any money. And I did get a job, but it was really the worst possible timing. And so I moved to New York with this girl, and guess who breaks up after like 3 months? We lived in like a 400 square foot apartment. I'm not going to get into all the details. You don't need to know that, but it was terrible. Here, I got to New York, but you know what? Then guess what happened? So after kind of moved on from there, a little bit of time went by, and I met the girl that I was going to marry. And that was awesome. And you know what? What's crazy is I wouldn't have met her if I didn't move to New York. So while it was terrible timing and totally not in my cards to move to New York, I wouldn't have met the woman that took me on this trip, and that has been married to me on Monday has been 18 years. We've known each other for over 20 years now. That's pretty crazy, right? So I look back and like, gosh, that was terrible timing, but it ended up being perfect, like perfectly imperfect timing. And then check this out. Then we get engaged to get married. And I'm like, okay, I'll move anywhere. And New York was not on the cards. And there's two distinct like seasons, and I say, as far as perfect, imperfect. So that was one, moving to New York with a girl that I was dating, and then moving out of New York with a girl that I was going to spend the rest of my life with. That was awesome. And then the second one was, all right, honey, Nicole, I was like, hey, we're going to move. We're going to get married and move. I want to look all over the place, the coast. And I think one of the things I said, except for Florida. And guess what? We're here in Florida. We've been here for 18 years. And you know what? What the crazy thing is, we moved here. And I got to just share this with you. It's kind of crazy. We moved and our plan was, all right, sure. Okay, honey, we'll do this. I'll make a bet. We'll move to Florida. This was in 2002 and we got married, right? So we're saying 18 years. On Monday, it'll be 18 years. 2002, we'll get married and we'll travel. Like, I really love to travel. You know what? We'll do the 5-year plan with the kids. We'll do 5 years and, we'll start a family. We'll do it all perfect, honey. Perfect, right? and here's the other thing. Guess what? Then, like, within months of us being married, my wife's like, hey, we're pregnant. Lo and behold, God had a different plan for us. And that 5-year journey turned into like months. So we ended up getting a house and we started a family, and it was the most, like, at the time I was like, oh, really? We're starting a family. I was being really selfish, to be honest with you. God had a different plan. He wanted us, and Mason came along. That was our first, 2003, literally got married in 2002. Mason was born July 4th of July, baby. Fireworks. If you know us at all, in our family, it's all about fireworks, literally. And I'm not saying like fireworks, shooting them off, like our whole lives, like fireworks, like fast, boom, pow, like all that kind of stuff, and in a great way. But I just kind of realized now, I look back, and my son now is 17 in July. He'll be 17. And it was the most amazing thing that happened. It was the most imperfectly perfect thing that happened, to have our first child and be born. And I don't know where you stand, and that's why I posted, as far as what's going on in your life right now, things that maybe seem like so freaking jacked up. Like, you might feel like, oh man, it must be nice to be on the beach, when I'm struggling with work and all that. This is not to get you jealous. It's to inspire you, because here's the other thing is, I didn't know where I was going to be at, to be honest with you. I didn't know what I would be doing for my business, but I kept moving forward. I kept taking one step, and I kept trusting in God. What I posted this morning, if God worked according to my time frame and demands, he'd be my employee, not my savior. God keeps his own perfect time. And I'll tell you what, even in those 2 moments, in the moments where where I was in New York City. I had an understanding about who God was. I had an understanding that he loves and cares you. I believed in a heaven and, so forth. And I know like there's good and bad, right, in this world. So, was raised that way. But I didn't know the relationship. And honestly, in those two big moments, pivotal moments in my life, both moving to New York for a girlfriend and then meeting the love of my life, and then also moving to Florida and then starting a family, like totally huge moments in my life. And I just want to tell you is that I didn't know what that whole relationship, and I was really just reflecting this morning and thinking like, God, the more I start to lean on him and to let him steer my ship. Now, I still, like I mentioned a while back in one of the daily doses, is I have to step on the gas pedal, light the fuse, right, for the fireworks. Step on the gas pedal. God's there for you, and he's going to guide you and direct you, but you got to let him, and then you got to actually do it, right? So it's kind of crazy. Like I was thinking the times right now where we like, hey, pray for me. Yes. And I want to pray to God. And maybe in this season, it's not so much praying for you to get out of it as praying for you to, in the imperfect time that you're having right now, how it can be used down the road, and you look back on your season that is truly perfect moment. Like right now, I'm so grateful right now, so grateful for my wife, for my family. I think back of those jacked up seasons, moving to New York, and then like when we had these plans to travel and all that stuff, and then next thing you know, we're starting a family. They were really, and then tell me, there's like, and I don't know if you can feel me on this. If you can, by all means, go ahead and hit that down below. I feel you, man. I understand. I've had those. You don't have to share what they are, but if you could feel me on it, give me some thumbs up or likes, because I could tell you if everything just fell into place for you, if everything was just easy, would you really appreciate it? I would say probably the darkest moments in the valleys that I've been through. And I know there's going to be more coming. I absolutely know that for sure. I know that in fact, I almost don't want things to be perfect moving forward, because I know that I'll not appreciate them. I know there's a struggle that maybe you're going through right now. Maybe it's with your job. Maybe this is a season that you've been struggling for far too long, and you're realizing that your health is in the freaking toilet right now. You're overweight, you're unhealthy, you're out of shape, you've taken shitty care of yourself. Sorry, excuse the language. And you're at a pivotal moment of time where it's like you can make the decision. Maybe you've been able to reflect the last 8 weeks, and you're like, holy crap. Not only is everybody at a risk, I'm at a higher risk because my immune system's shitty, I'm overweight. Excuse me, I said the language again, my apologies. My immune system is crappy. I've taken terrible care of myself. Maybe I was a smoker, maybe I'm overweight. Maybe I just am not healthy. I don't have, a strong body. You're not strong, you're weak. Maybe you have anxiety and stress and you did nothing to do that except for maybe some medication. Again, my hopes are for you that this encourages you, that in this season of maybe what feels so far from perfect, is that can use it as an opportunity to make the most out of the imperfect time that you're going through right now, and to realize you may look back just like I did on those two moments in my life and say, holy cow, those were some of the most pivotal, most amazing moments that I've experienced, and I'm so grateful for those. So grateful. In fact, I think my testimony, my story, my walk with the Lord is, I feel like I'm getting closer to him when I have those struggles and those challenges. And I'll tell you what, he keeps providing the path. Now look, I'm going to show you this because I've been walking back and forth. You see this path? If you notice one thing that I was doing this morning, I was still moving, right? I was moving forward. I was turning around. I was walking. I was taking one step at a time. One step at a time. Maybe today, all you need to do is take one step forward. One step forward. Maybe you've been listening to God, but now it's time for you to actually make the move. If it's your health, maybe you need to hop on a call with me. Maybe you need help. Maybe it's time you took one step forward. And it could be related to anything. Stop waiting for the perfect timing. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. The reality is you're going to waste a lot of your life, and you're going to realize, dang, I wish I started sooner. I wish I took a step forward sooner. Well, don't worry about it. Just take the step forward. Don't Stop thinking about it being the perfect moment to start. Start now. And I don't care whether it's related to your health, relationships, family. Just take that step forward. God's going to provide for you. I know he is. Even if you don't know him yet, he is chasing after you like he chased after me in my life. And I'll tell you what, I am so grateful that I actually, he caught up to me. I was like, I did any of that. I let him catch up to me. No. He caught up to me. I'm a pretty fast runner, so I was running away from him. And you know what? He chased me down and he found me, and it was the best thing ever in my life. Love my wife so much. Love my family. And so grateful for all those imperfect moments. So whatever imperfect moments you're going through right now, just know that in your season, God's a perfect God. And he's going to provide a way. He's going to clear the path for your imperfectness and make your life just better. And if you want him to do that, all he got to do is just talk to him and ask. All right, that's all I have for the Daily Dose. Listen, if this encouraged you, I hope it encouraged you to realize we're all jacked up. And hey, if everything was perfect in your life, then this message, like I said in the beginning, is not for you. But chances are, I don't think there's one person that can say life is perfect. But with that, we're all in this together. I hope this message found you well. Take care and have a blessed day. Pray for me to catch some good waves right now. We'll see you later.